you're on the road, the last thing you want to do is make a mistake that brings the crowd into it. Now you're not just battling your opponent, you're battling yourself as well.
A carry here for Trevion Henderson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Great beginning there under the bright lights of primetime.
Yeah, it takes you back to high school football on a Friday night, doesn't it? When you feel like every eye in the county is on you. In this case, every eye in primetime is on you.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20.
Red, yellow, 43. Yellow.
In motion goes the tight end.
Black shot. Edo blue. Set.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Claws red. Here we go, set. 33, yellow, ready.
They'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. When you look at this defense, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because his feeling was good, solid performance, did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely would like to see some improvement in this week's game.
They always want improvement, don't they?
They certainly do.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Ready. Yellow, 22. Green jack. 6. Leather. Ready.
Looking to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Set.
On the counter, it's Henderson. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Blue, red, yellow, 43 rail, light blue striker. Cut.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Cycle. Come on, set. Black 40, real green. Set.
They'll set up to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He finds his man complete. That's corner. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball get it out to him.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. He's able to work 3 for about 6 down to the 18. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Left side, he's got the tight end, Fannin. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Harold Fannin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line. 35-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Play fake. Mayfield. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. If you look at this Browns defense, it's quite a unit. #1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense.
Oh, an ill-advised throw there, and it's intercepted. Inside the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow the touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Mayfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Here's Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. take a shot, but it's third down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
180. Real.
Throwing, Mayfield. Pass complete there to McCool. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. They bring their punter out there now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
A wet track like this, I don't know if it helps anybody, but it probably helps the offensive player running the ball more than the defense.
And while they're doing that, there's also the matter of focus. Not letting the elements get in the way of still doing everything you're supposed to do. Although you do think to yourself, I've got to hold it a little bit tighter and be more careful with my footing.
He was careful, got a big run out of it. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
45, Needle Blue. Ready.
They'll set up a throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And his throw here's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He finds his man, complete. That's Porter. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. So a great first quarter continues here as they add on to that lead.
And Brandon, I think it sets up what's going to be an important drive, because it's now 17-0. So the other guys, they got to figure out something quick before this game gets away from them.
And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Alert, alert!
2nd and 10.
180! Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Mayfield looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, You've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've been off to the races already. A 17-0 lead. Now a chance for more here as they've got it 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow. Watch it. 6. Set. Right.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Block. 95. Set.
He'll look to throw. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 40 yards.
First down,
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll look to throw here.
That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play that time on a catch and run. 32 yards. 17-0 our score after 1. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Set. Ready. Smith red. 60 red. 60 red. Ready.
Henderson will score. Touchdown, Cleveland.
touchdown, Cleveland.
Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Desperados, nothing.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And on now is the punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Breaks a tackle. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns' drive about to get started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Here we go, set. Yellow, 22. Check.
They'll go back to Henderson on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
2nd and 7.
Ready, ready. Red, 38. Ready.
Back to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, they seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground. That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Watch out now. 60. Let's go now. Ready.
They'll look to throw again.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense. As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
And he is caught. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
For a San Diego 1st down.
Mayfield to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
Now Mayfield. Uncorks one for Davis. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Desperados get a bit closer. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And not a great decision to bring it out there as he's tackled just beyond the 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone. It looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Ready.
He finds his man, complete. That's Porter. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Ready, break.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Ready. 60 red. 60 red. 10
And now an audible here into something else.
Set.
He finds his man. And it's a fumble. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And now, meanwhile, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. On first down, it's Henderson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made there by Drew Sanders.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Let's go. 6 zone red. Black ultra. Ready?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
The Browns on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Ready.
Now back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Got
a man, It's caught inside the 10. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Desperados are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. At their own 20-yard line. Ready! The Browns drive about to get started. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw, Mayfield. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Mayfield now. Whipping one into Allen. That's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Regular. 180.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Ready.
They'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Blue striker. Yellow, blue. White. Steel, black.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 33, yellow, set.
They'll set up to throw. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
First down pass. Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory first. They've got his man complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Now he's going to step up and run. He finds his target, Allen. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Baker changing the play at the line. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Mayfield. Now he'll tuck this and run. And it's caught. And he's going to be touched down short of the first. And it's 4th down coming up. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. McPherson's kick is good. So 3 points on the board. As easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter, you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing, Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Pistol. 180. Hey, alert 33. What's up?
Mayfield. Underneath, caught by the tight end, Allen. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Point it right. Regular. King. What's up?
From the gun, Mayfield. Underneath, caught by the tight end, Allen. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it. This is Allen. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Mayfield looks to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Run. 180. Real.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield. Underneath, caught by the tight end, Allen. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
King.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
At the 37-yard line.
And again, it's Mayfield. Pass complete there in the cool. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
180. Up.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Regular. 180.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Desperados are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will tie us at 24. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
They set up the screen for Henderson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And that's all about recognition right there, because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Only able to gain a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
On the ready, 6, measure. Set. Claws red, yellow, 40 cluster, 6. Cut.
Back to throw again. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
He finds his man. Complete. It's Porter. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Left side, he's got the tight end, Fannin. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Harold Fannin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns have taken the lead. Now for the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Browns 31, Desperados 24.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 35. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Paul. They're a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Third and 1.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. Mayfield to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Mayfield with it once more. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Regular.
To throw, Mayfield. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And that is no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the Bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but it's still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go, set.
Again, it's Henderson. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Now back to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Underneath, caught by the tight end, Allen. On the gain of 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
And the San Diego 1st down.
Now Mayfield.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mayfield down.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in a game, you're thinking, must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Harold Fannin,
30 yards.
And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
24.
Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the fourth time tonight. Gets by him at the 25. Now a hit and a loose football. Inside the 20. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So they fought half the battle here, but they're still down.
Plenty of work still left for them, but they delivered in the first step in their comeback attempt.
McPherson on for the point after. Mayfield going to switch things up here. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
38. Desperados 31. Evan McPherson set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
60 ready. 60 ready. Watch it. Stay. Cut.
They'll look to throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
The Hail Mary intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Now he's going to step up and run. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. And the Browns are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The Browns drive about to get started. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
The goal of the wide wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 9.
Down. 50, green. Yellow, zoom. Black shot. Slide through. Check.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Drew Sanders.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
His 2nd catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down.
Alert, 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 alert. Regular, regular, regular. 180. What's that?
Here's Mayfield. Underneath, caught by the tight end, Allen.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And that went off the mark, a little late with a throw.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Mayfield going to take it on the sneak. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Mayfield to throw it this time. Whipping one into Allen. That's complete.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now 1st and goal.
Quick throw, Mayfield completes it. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Desperados are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied 4th quarter as the kick's away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Here's 1st down.
13 yards on the play.
Once again, it's Henderson. Now he's free at the 35. He may go.
And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
Come on.
On the counter, it's Lewis. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Now 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Ready?
They'll try the left side with Henderson. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime? Have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now.
Desperados, 38.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. This is 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
180.
Mayfield. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
And you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw. It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Red, yellow.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
10 black, 6 leather, white, white, steel black, clawed red.
They'll drop to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Baker.
Open man, complete downfield to Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
Hey, 2 minutes, 2 minutes.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Cleveland, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week